What is up, beautiful people? It's Nas here, and in today's video we're going to talk about the 4 credit cards that you need for your dropshipping business. Depending on what you're into, if you want some cashback, if you want some travels, I personally believe these credit cards could be the best credit cards you could ever get for your business. So let's get into it. Before we get into this video, let me announce last week's consultation called winner. It is Sana El Gumi. Go ahead and message me on Instagram and we can set up the call and schedule your call, and we'll go from there. And if you're interested in a free consultation call with me, I give away consultation calls almost every week. All you gotta do is make sure that you like this video and go ahead on my Instagram. Make sure you follow me there. And on my last post, comment done. I'll be announcing the winner on my next YouTube video. All right, now let's get into these 4 credit cards that you're gonna need for your dropshipping business. Now, you might be asking,
Nat, why do I even need a credit card? I have cash.
Here's the thing. I personally do not like to just spend my cash money. The thing is, when you have a credit card, you get points. And you probably hear a lot of people talking about free travels, free hotels. You see all these entrepreneurs talking about how they got to travel business class for free, or how they got to stay in this 5-star hotel for free. Here's how you can do it also. It's not about getting in debt when it comes to credit card. It's about using the credit cards in the right way. If you know how to use credit cards in the right way, they actually can be very, very beneficial. So now let's get started. What are the best credit cards for dropshipping? The first credit card that I highly recommend is Chase Business Preferred Inc. So what it does, this specific credit card, it gives you points for your advertisements. So if you're running ads every day and spending thousands of dollars, why not get points that you can use later on for your travels, for your cashbacks, for whatever that you like. This specific credit card gives you 3 points for $1 spent for the first $150,000 in 2 categories. So if you guys take a look here, either it could be travel, including airfare, hotels, rental, blah, blah, shipping purchases, and the one that we're interested in is advertising purchases. So that means that if you're spending $1 on advertising, you get 3 points for each dollar that you spend on your Facebook ads. So that's why I highly, highly recommend this card, and it could be very beneficial for your dropshipping business. The cool thing also about this card is if you redeem for travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards, for example, 80,000 points are worth 1,000 toward travel. That means that you get more value if you book through them. So yeah. You can also get cashback if you want to, but I believe if you do cashback, you don't get as much as value as you would get for travels. Now, second card that I, again, highly recommend is Amex Express Business Card. Depending on what promotions they have at the time, sometimes you can Google and find better promotion with this card, but at the time that I'm searching this, you could get $35,000 membership reward points at the time of signing up when you spend $5,000 on eligible purchases within the first 3 months. Now, before you start questioning me, but Naz, I have to spend $5,000. So this is assuming that you're already spending this money on advertising. I personally had days that I had to spend $10,000 on advertising. If you're in that position, then this could be a good card for you. But if you're not spending that much money, maybe this is not the best card for you, specifically because the annual fee for this card is kind of high. It's about $295, which, I mean, it could be very beneficial if you're putting this card into use, but if you're not, that could be a little bit pricey for you. After your sign-up bonus, you also earn 4 times MR points on the 2 categories. Again, looking down here, you see US purchases for advertising. This is the one that we're interested in. But again, you could get it for airfare, for gas stations, for different categories. In our case, if you're spending a lot of money on advertising, that this could be a great card for you. Now, next card is for travel lovers. If you're like me and you like to just get away and just kind of pack your bag and just go to places without paying thousands of dollars for travel, Sapphire Reserve could be the card for you. Again, like any other credit cards, you get some bonus points when you're signing up. For this specific credit card, you get 50,000 bonus points when you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. Again, hopefully you don't have to go out of your way to spend this money. I'm specifically mentioning this cards because I'm gonna assume that you're already spending this money on advertising. The reason we get several credit cards is because they each have a limit. So for example, with Amex, it was 4 points for the first $150,000 spent. Another cool thing about Reserve cards, since it's specifically built for travel, you also get $300 annual travel credit that automatically receive up to $300 in statement credit as reimbursement for travel purchases charged to your card each account anniversary year. On top of that, you also get 3 points for traveling and dining worldwide, which is pretty good. Cool. So if you love to travel, I think this is one of the best cards you could ever get. Now, last card that I want to mention is more of a beginner card, because I understand that not everybody has great credit and not everybody has years of history of credit. So if you're just getting started and getting warmed up, you're trying to build credit, I believe a lot of secured credit cards are not good. They don't have any points, they don't give you any rewards, or they're just not beneficial in any ways, really. But one card that I usually recommend to all the beginners, and I think they have really good cash rewards and all those good stuff, is Discover It Secured Credit Card. First of all, let's start with no annual fee. This is a real credit card. It's gonna be reporting to all credit bureaus, so it's gonna build your credit as you go. If you pay everything on time for a year, you'll be able to be qualified for an unsecured credit card. How it works, let's say you put $300 in secured credit card, and that's gonna be your limit. You're gonna be playing with this money, probably spend it and then pay it off at the end of the month, so you don't have to pay interest. That's how I usually like to go about it. And after a year, once your credit is built and you're making all your payments on time, they're gonna go ahead and remove that limit, and they most likely gonna give you a higher credit limit. So on top of that, like I said, most secured credit cards, they don't give you any points or credits or any of that. This specific card gives you 2% cash back, which is pretty good, honestly, for a secured credit card, since secured credit cards are not meant to give you any kind of points. So you get the credit 2% cash back at gas stations, restaurants on up to $1,000 in purchases each quarter. Another cool thing that this credit card lets you do is check your FICO credit for free. If you were about to sign up with Experian, which shows you what your credit scores are, they're usually anything between $29.99 to $30-something a month. But in this case, you get to check your credit for free, and honestly, it's a great way for beginners to build credit and track their credits and their limits and all those good stuff. Another cool thing about this credit card is you also get unlimited cashback match. Only from Discover, they automatically match all the cashbacks you earned at the end of your first year. There's no limit to how much they can match. So if you're just getting started, Discover It Credit Unsecured Credit Card, it could be a good credit card to get started with and build your credit. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to like this video and subscribe. And if you leave any questions down below, for the first 24 hours, I answer every single question. So if you haven't have any question, don't hesitate, leave it down below, and I'll go ahead and make sure that everybody's question is answered. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.